It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about the situation with NextersGlobal and Kismet. And if this is the first time you're hearing about this, basically, an acquisition group, Kismet Worldwide or Kismet Global, I'm not sure exactly what the official name of the company is, and NextersGlobal are potentially merging. It might be an acquisition at some level, but they're merging for the sake of profit and to create like this quote unquote blizzard of mobile, this super company that's going to handle all kinds of mobile game franchises in Russia and other parts of Eastern Europe, and of course, you know, in English-speaking countries like the United States and abroad. And what we have here, this is the investor presentation. And before I get any further, a little disclaimer: I'm not a financial planner. I don't do anything with finance anymore. My YouTube channel is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not draw any kind of investment or financial advice from this video. This statement is just to cover me in case one of you decides to invest in this and you lose all of your money. But what this is and what we have in front of us here, and if you'd like to see what it is, I can definitely share a link to this file. What this is this is the investor presentation to the stockholders, those people that own shares of the company for Kismet, because they still have to approve this merger or acquisition or whatever you want to call it. And the reason for this video, there's a couple of points in this that I want to share with you, my community, my audience, give you something to think about. And my initial thoughts on this is excitement because of the amount of success that the game has shown thus far. I am concerned a little bit about what's going to happen with the in-game ads and the actual events costing more actual money. I'm a little concerned about that, but I don't think it's a big concern. The model that they've had so far has been extremely profitable, and I'm a little concerned about the longevity of the game itself, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. I still think that there's probably 2 to 5 to maybe even 10 years left in Hero Wars Mobile and Hero Wars Browser, and we'll talk about that as we kind of slide down. And again, if you are interested in seeing this slideshow yourself, I will share you a link to it. But there's some disclaimers, key risks. This is all stuff that they're going to be sharing with their stockholders. There's a lot of discussion about the different team members. You have Kismet. You know, Ivan is the founder and CEO, and you have the co-founder and CEO, the CFO, and the Chief Business Development Officer for Nexters. Good team running things here. And then a little bit about the business side of Nexters. And what you can see here is a lot of the numbers, a lot of the really good numbers. You can see that the growth for Hero Wars Mobile has grown, 10x in the last 2 years. They have 3 new titles in the pipeline for 2021, which we'll talk about in a second. These are not Hero Wars games. Nexters does develop other games aside from Hero Wars. Profitability is just ridiculous. 38% margin, and I'm not going to go into all these acronyms. I know that some of you are going to get more out of this information than others, but effectively, Nexters has made $318 million in net bookings in 2020, top 5 in mobile games in Europe, and this MAU, I'm not gonna really touch on that, but a little timeline of Throne Rush, Island Experiment, and then Hero Wars, which was their big deal. And you can see this graph in the background, just the insane growth. US is the largest net bookings contributor at 35%, which is why most of you are in the United States. Most of you English speaking, I should say, contribute to this number right here. And there's a lot of stuff here. There's a particular slide that I'm looking for that I want to mention here. Here we go. So Hero Wars, blockbuster mid-core multi-platform RPG. It's top 100 mobile app, number 1 in Russia in 2020. All right, very well done, quote unquote well done game. As far as the metrics are concerned, the key performance indicators: 7 million downloads in 2020. Really good ratings on both the iOS App Store and the Google Play App Store. Number 13 in charts on iOS, number 4 in Android. But this is what, let's see if I can find the. So this is one of the first slides that I want to spend a lot of time on right here. Hero Wars is on track to become a forever franchise, given consistently strong performance since 2018. So basically, if you look at this, 9% of bookings is from web, 17% is from social, 74% is from mobile. Now, a lot of people thought that the Facebook version of the game was the more pay-to-win side of the game, but clearly here, when it comes to net booking split, 74% of their total revenue comes from mobile, right? 65% of their players are on mobile, which is kind of a contrast to what a lot of you believe, that Facebook is the more pay-to-win kind of game. And I would probably say that that's why that a lot of you are playing mobile instead, is because maybe the Facebook, the social and the web combined, the Facebook and the VK.com, the other social, the arcade, Facebook arcade games and the VK arcade, plus web, is such a considerably lower number than the total mobile numbers. But this Forever franchise was the first thing that gave me a little bit of hope for the future. Not that I wasn't hopeful for the future, but considering that this is my my day job, covering this game, covering news on this game, talking about strategy for this game, I did fully expect that this game was going to end. Like, no game lasts forever. But the Forever franchise gives me a little bit of excitement about what's going to come. But we'll scroll down a little bit more and we'll talk about something that's going to come up in just a little bit. But it does talk a lot about how the game drives the population, drives new downloads, drives all of that. There are here's the growth opportunities, and all of this is kind of showing that Nexters has a proven platform. A proven platform, proven playbook, I think that they mentioned, to success. They have this all planned out. I think I saw someplace that 2023 is how far they have the game planned out, and it's just insane growth. But this right here, this is a big concern. This is a big concern. So with 3 new titles in 2021, we are in 2021 now, and beginning of work on Hero Wars 2. Now, before we touch on that big O topic right there, Chibi Island, which is a farming game, Puzzle Island, which is a farming game with expeditions. Both of these, are going to be very similar, just different aesthetics, probably a couple of different things. You can see the style. This is a more cartoony. This has got more of your sprites, whereas these guys, these are more human looking, more natural looking. And then Riddle Island, this is just straight expeditions with match 3. I'm not sure what match 3 is, but I'm sure we'll figure that out as the games come out. So first quarter 2021, receiving data to project ROI. Soft launch first and second quarter 2021, and Riddle Island soft launch is the second quarter of 2021. The second quarter is April, May, and June. That's the quote unquote the second quarter, and you can see what mechanics that they're planning to borrow from Hero Wars. Strong focus on social mechanics and co-op PvP, live ops and diverse in-game events, focus on payment offers, bundles and adaptive offer recommendation system, focus on community. So obviously, this one's probably going to be a little better to play, even though it looks less serious. This one looks like payment offers and bundle. I don't know. And then this one right here, I'm not really sure what to talk about here, but I'm rambling a little bit about these other games because I'm still not sure what to think about this. And there's really no information in this slide deck about Hero Wars 2. It goes more into the financial highlights of Hero Wars. This is just trying to kind of pitch the idea of merging with NextersGlobal, to Kismet's stockholders. But Hero Wars 2, let's talk a little bit. Where did I go? Where is it at? Let me find it again. Here we go. Hero Wars 2. First of all, we don't know anything about Hero Wars 2. We don't know a thing about it. We don't know if it's a sequel. We don't know if it's a different game type altogether. You can see that beginning of work on Hero Wars 2. A game like this takes a while to develop. So let's scroll back up to this timeline and see if we can't get an idea of how long it took to create Hero Wars. Okay, here we go. So Hero Wars launched in March. Oh, it doesn't actually say when development began, so it's hard to say how long it took Hero Wars to actually develop. I'm not sure. Maybe some of you mobile developers, mobile coders can leave a comment in the comment section down below about how long it takes to develop a new mobile game, especially one at this scale. But Hero Wars 2 beginning work, I would imagine that we're not going to see anything with Hero Wars 2 until 2022, maybe even 2023, if at all. They might take a look at the numbers for Hero Wars and the plans for events and activity rollouts for the next 1 to 5 years and decide to just continue to milk this, Hero Wars 2 could end up being an entirely different game type. It could be, just a straight puzzle game. It could be, they did this with Clash. They did like they did the Clash of Clans, and then they did Clash Royale, which is what's, it's a kind of a tower defense kind of game. I know that 3P Venom covers a lot of that game. And, it could have nothing to do with Hero Wars at all. It could probably borrow from the same, characters, from the same lore. But as far as actually being a sequel, I don't know that it will. And I can't imagine the amount of vitriol and hate that the company is going to receive once this game gets announced because of, I know that I've personally spent, more than $1,000 on Hero Wars. And I know that several of you have spent upwards of $5,000. Some of you spend $1,000 a month on this game, which, it's your money, spend it how you want. But for them to effectively wipe all of that out in favor of a new version of the game instead of basically overhauling this version of the game. But then I can imagine what that conversation would be like. Hey guys, we're going to take down Hero Wars for, 6 hours while we upgrade the game to quote unquote Hero Wars 2. And that might be what it is. It might be a direct transfer from your Hero Wars 1 account to Hero Wars 2. Or what they might do is develop both games separately. Hero Wars 1 will continue to have a staff for another 1 to 5 years, while Hero Wars 2, starts to grow. The amount of new downloads that Hero Wars on mobile and Hero Wars on Facebook and web gets each minute is staggering. The amount of new downloads per minute is incredible. So if all of you decide that, I'm not going to play Hero Wars anymore because Hero Wars 2 is a thing and all of our money is being wasted and we're not going to, we're not getting any money about this. Well, first of all, this is not like real estate. This is not like stocks. Like, this game will end eventually. You guys need to grasp that. And I'm hoping I'm not convincing you all to quit right now, because I really enjoy this game and I enjoy spending money on things that I enjoy doing, or I don't mind spending money on things that I enjoy doing. So Hero Wars is worth it for me. Okay, not just because I'm, doing this YouTube channel, but I really enjoy the game. I have 7 to 10 accounts that I play on routinely every day. I love this game. If Hero Wars 2 ends up being the same game, just better, it probably won't succeed. If it ends up being too similar, it probably will not go anywhere. People will continue to play on Hero Wars 1, but there still will draw in a ton of new downloads for Hero Wars 2. People that have never touched the game before, people that have never heard of me or, Daniel or Bob or Alex or any of those, the community managers, people that have never stumbled across any of the puzzle ads yet. There's a ton of kids that are growing up and going to start getting those puzzle ads. This is another point, and this is kind of the final point that I want to mention before I wrap this long rambling video up, is that there is a new marketing and advertising strategy that's going to be put into place when this merge does take place, if and when this merge takes place. Kismet's marketing and advertising department apparently is just incredible, and I would imagine that we're going to see an end to those copy and paste puzzle ads that we see all over the place for Hero Wars and other similar games. I think that we're going to have another level of marketing. You're going to see it all over the place with marketing and advertising in TikTok and Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, all of the new social media that hasn't been even announced yet. That's going to happen in the next 1 to 5 years. So exciting times. Will the merger end up taking place? Will NextersGlobal go public and start offering stocks and shares to us, the public, to buy into ownership of the company? That would be kind of fun. That'd be exciting. Am I going to do that? I'm not gonna say whether I am or not. But here is to Hero Wars and another 5 to 10 years of Kark just beating the snot out of everybody, because I love you all and I wish you all the best. Good luck in Dominion.